Hello, friends. This is Miss Natalie, and today I would like to show you how to create an op art drawing that has both form, well, the illusion of form and the illusion of movement. And I'm going to do it in Krita because that's the uh, digital art program that I am most comfortable with. But if you are comfortable with another digital art program, you can use that too. I'm just going to show you the basics. So let's get started. I'm going to be working in vector layers because you can move shapes around a lot more easily that way. So I'm going to start with my vector layer and I'm going to choose black as my color and I'm going to choose the circle and I'm going to make sure that it fills in the foreground color. Excellent. That's what I want to do. And I'm just going to make a very large black circle. I'm going to make sure that it is a perfect circle and not an ellipse. In Krita, you do that by pressing Shift after you've started to make your circle and then release there. Now I'm going to choose white for my color and I'm going to do the same thing again. And I'm going to make another circle. Start by clicking, make sure I hit shift. All right, make it the size I want and release. And I'm going to use my move tool to move it so that the line of the white just about is touching the edge on the right, but there's a little gap here between my white circle and my black circle. All right, go back to the circle tool, go back to black. I'm gonna make another one, again, hitting shift. A good size. I think that's a good size. I'm gonna pick this one up and whoops, wrong one. Uh, Pick this one up. Yeah, that's the one. And I'm gonna put it at the bottom of the white circle. And I'm gonna choose uh, let's see, go back to my circle tool, choose white, and make a white circle. And I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to, yeah, make sure. And I'm going to move it to the left side of that black circle, not leave a whole lot of space there. And I think I'm going to do one more in black, the circle tool, and make another circle and move it now so it is at the top. So I kind of have this strange, and you'll notice if you look at it right away, we know these are all perfect circles, but they look a little oval. Our eyes are already being fooled. They're looking oval. So now we're going to create the illusion that there is form, that that middle kind of circle, the white circle and the black circle that are the smallest two are actually forming a cone. And we're also going to give a kind of swirl feel to it just by adding some more circles. So I'm going to go over to my tool, make sure I'm in my circle tool. And this time I'm not going to fill my circles. I'm just going to create regular circles. I think I don't have to put them on another layer because of the way vectors work, but I'm just going to do another layer just for fun. And I'm going to start with white. And I'm going to make a circle again. And I'm going to move it so that it is halfway between the line that is, you know what? I think this is too big. Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. I don't know. I'm going to hit shift and I'm going to pull it this way so it gets bigger, but the point, this point stays its kind of pivot point. So I'm going to do that. I like that. And then I'm going to make another circle. sure that it's a perfect, whoa, okay. Trying that again. Undo. All right, shift. No, gotta hit the circle first, then shift. And I'm gonna pick it up, move it over. I'm gonna make sure that it lines up on the right side exactly with that. And then I'm gonna hit shift and pull it in here so it is smaller. So I've got these two circles that meet on the right but open up on the left, if that makes sense. If you're not sure about being able to have your circles meet, I'll show you one thing you can do. I'm going to go to the black now and I make my circle here. I love that in Krita you can hit shift and it just makes your shapes like perfect. Makes lines perfectly straight. Okay, I'm going to try to put that right there in the middle. And now one thing I can do is I can copy, Control C copy and Control V paste, and it will paste the circle that's exactly the same circle as I had before, and I can line it up over the circle I had, and then I can hit shift and just drag this down to where I want it. So it's going to be there. I'm going to put two lines inside of each circle, and you can kind of see how it kind of, it's starting to make your eyes swirl. And again, it's starting to make the shapes distort. Very cool. All right, let's go back to white. We're going to just do the same process. Making circles, moving them. This time I want my circle to be over here, like focused on the left. And then I'm gonna get just a little bit bigger. I'm realizing that this is the same thickness as these, but since we're getting smaller, I want it to be a smaller thickness. So I'm going to delete that and I'm going to go down to it. Whoops, wrong way. I'm going to go down to a 10 on the thickness, and I didn't do it on the circle. Okay, good. 10 thickness on my circle. Wow, you can see me work the process in real time. It's fascinating. Okay. I feel that just to me feels like a better weight. There we go. So there's a little bit of it, of the black showing on either side. Um, I actually think that's good where it is. How about that? Okay, I'm going to copy and paste it. And I'll have this exact same circle that then I can line up perfectly. That's excellent. And hit shift so that I can just make it go smaller in size. Oh yeah, things are really happening. We're gonna do one last set of circles. All right, and that looks about right. I'm gonna pick that up. I like doing the second layer because there are a few things that you could get picked up, but and then I can go to this layer and say, you know what, this is just a little bit too close to the edge. So I could move it. And then I can go back to this layer and say, oops, there we go. Now I can move that. So it's like in between a little bit. Yeah, that looks good. All right. And then I'm going to copy and paste it. Make sure it lines up perfectly. And you can usually tell. Sometimes it's hard to tell, especially with the guidelines. I find that really tricky. And there we go. Oh, it's not quite right. Okay, let's undo that and redo that copy and paste, move it, make sure we hit shift before we make it smaller. I think that's, I didn't hit shift. All right, there we go. And we really have this illusion of a spiral even though this is just all circles and none of them touch that much. And also we have this illusion of this cone right here at the end, which is pretty cool. You can do anything you want to make it fancier. If you want to give it a fancy background, you can go do that. Give it a just fill in a background. Oop, no, I didn't. That's right. Fill it in if you want. Make it pop with a blue or a red or a bright pink or a green, whatever you want. But that is how you create the illusion of form and movement using just circles. So go ahead and make some op art.